Hi, a very good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for taking the time to join us today, in spite of having a working day, a full day. On behalf of Zelite Solutions, I'm delighted to host this session focused on how Dynamic 365 CRM is transforming customer engagement and service excellence in the automotive industry. Today's session is designed to give you both a practical perspective on what's possible with D365 CRM along with AI capabilities and a real world example of how these solutions deliver tangible business impact. What makes today's session even more special is that we are joined by a valued customer from automotive industry, Advik High Tech. Mr. Naveen Nishant Vanjari, the business head of marketing, will be here with us in the session, who will share his experience, how the solution has worked for him and his business. We have the opportunity with the partner to partner with their team on solutioning and implementing a CRM approach tailored to their business needs. In going forward, introducing Ashish, our practice head, who will be giving a quick glimpse about the light solution, followed by Ankur, the subject matter expert in automotive segment, who has done the solutioning for our customer Advik High. He will show some use cases and demo on D365 CRM. All questions will be taken in last 5 minutes, and you can also write down your questions in the chat box, and we will make sure that the live team will answer them as much as possible. Without wasting further time, over to you, Ashish.
Yeah, thanks, Arti. Thanks for the introduction. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining this today's session. My name is Ashish Dhande, and I'm here as a practice director. I'm working in this organization from last 14 years. So, let's start with that. Zelite Solutions. What about the Zelite Solution? Who we are? So, we are basically a global enterprise technology company and AI transformation company, headquarters in Pune, India. We also presence in UAE, Kenya, and USA. For over 15 years of experience, we helping organization transforming and optimization their businesses or business operations and with along with the Microsoft technologies, automation, cloud analytics, and AI-driven solutions. For this, till now, we have supported almost 500 plus organizations globally. We also delivered 350 plus enterprise transformation projects and deliver almost 150 plus customer business application across industries, including manufacturing, automotive, healthcare, retails, as well as professional services as well. Some of our customer, including Indian organizations, must be everyone is aware, like Advik, High Tech, Kirloskar Pneumatics, Copeland, Bharat Automotives, TSB Pumps, Siemens Energy, Tata Wyram. These are our several customers. There are many more, but these are the few customers I can give you the names. Uh, as a Microsoft solution partner, we are solution partner as well as we are a cloud solution provider as well. We have strong experience across Microsoft ecosystem, including Dynamics 365, Dynamics Business Central, ERP applications, um, our platforms, SharePoint, Power BI, our Microsoft Fabric, all these, and with the AI technologies like Copilot, Azure AI, or Azure OpenAI, all these technologies, we are helping our organizations. As a Zelite, we focus on helping our organizations simplify their day-to-day business operations, improving their operational efficiency, reducing manual work, and the dependencies, escalating their digital transformation. All these activities we are helping our organizations and our customers. Along with the enterprise applications, we are also in custom development as well, where we are helping our organization with AI transformation using technologies such as Copilot, Azure OpenAI, AI Builder, Microsoft Fabric, Claude, Gemini, uh, Azure OpenAI. All these technologies we worked and help our customers and our organizations to make them AI ready or AI transformation. We are helping them. Our main focus is including power AI powered automations, enterprise copilot deployment, document intelligence, analytics, workflows, all these things we are taking care in our organization and helping our customers and the organizations. So this is our small introduction, quick introduction for Zelite Solutions. And let's move to the today's topic. Let's see how we can help automotive industry using Microsoft ecosystem and all. So let's see. I'll take a pause here and hand over to the Ankur. Now he can drive through the further. Yes, Ankur.
Yeah, thanks, Osiris, for quick introduction of Zelite. It was a very knowledgeable insight to know about uh, our presence and how we are helping other to go ahead with that. Okay, so a quick introduction of mine. I am Ankur Sinha. I'm working as a subject matter expert in CRM and focuses mostly on auto ancillary and auto component uh, domain. Okay, so before we move into technology and solution details, it is important to understand the size and the momentum of the auto component and auto ancillary market. This industry is not only growing, but it's transforming very quickly. So there are some of the demand drivers, there are some of the market size growth, there are some of other key trends, which shows like how this particular component driven company is transforming in such a pace. Okay. So according to ACMA, the auto component industries market is currently valued at 74.1 billion in this financial year, and it is projected to grow at least at 18% of CAGR and will reach approximately to 200 billion by 2030. In 2026, the industry revenue were expected to grow, expand by 8 to 10%, supported by EV adoption and export opportunities and other billion drivers, you know. So domestic demands, the OEM demands that we are having is accounted for more than 50% of revenues. The replacement demand, the new safety and regulations that has been governed by ABS, new braking systems, sensors, and ECUs. These are the more demand drivers, which is giving a very much transformation impact to this one. You know, being everyone being from that industry must have seen these trends, and they must know that with these growing trends, industry transformation of the auto component and ancillaries, company are facing growing demands, faster customer expectations, the cost pressures are very much, the new technology adoption trends such as EV and smart mobility. In this environment, success will not only depend on the how you are doing the manufacturing of the component and what is your capability of doing the manufacturing of the component. It will be more depend on how quickly a company can respond to their customer, how accurately it can quote, how efficiently the departments are collaborated with each other, and how clearly management can see their business performance. This is where technology becomes a strategic enabler for this particular department. And this is where we can help you. Technology helps auto component companies move from manual reactive operations to connected, digital, data driven, and future ready business operations. And with AI and other trending technologies, the market, which is growing fast, not only the company that are digitally ready will be able to convert this growth, but everyone who is enabled with these technologies will have a profitable and scalable business. Having said that, I'll quickly move to the challenges that are faced by the auto component and ancillary departments. So before we talk about technology, it is important to first understand the real challenges. And every one of you who are being from this particular industry will understand this, you know. So auto component and ancillary markets, these challenges are not limited to the production alone, you know. So they are spread across sales, RFQ, dealer communication, customer service, operation, finance, approvals, management. So most of these challenges come from fragmented system and the manual processes, you know. So we have tried to differentiate into three of these particular points. If you can see, from sales, RFQ and quotation, to dealer, customer and service, and to operation, finance and management. Okay. So in many organizations, you must have seen, or even you have feel in some of your organization as well, that RFQ tracking is highly manual. Sales team depend on emails, Excel files, and individual follow-ups. Because of these, there is no single place where we can track RFQ status, ownership, deadlines, or any pending actions. You know, the results in delay responses to customer, and sometimes we also miss the business opportunity out of this. So I think this is the high time when we have to think about all these challenges and see how we can cope up with this real transforming world, you know. Then the manual quotation control. Obviously, the quotation preparation is one of the most critical stage in the auto and study business. So, however, when a quotation is prepared manually, team faces multiple challenges. You know, version control, incorrect pricing, human errors, missing cost inputs, and everything. So these are very strategic things that we have to think about, and the growth that we are seeing in this auto component trend. So are we ready to cope up with this market? So all these things we have to move ahead and we have to think about it, no? So low conversion visibility is another thing where we can see the management often doesn't get a clear stage-wise view of the customer journey. For example, how many inquiries we have received, how many have moved to feasibility stage, how many of them are in the quotation stage and where we have submitted, how many are under negotiation, and how many are finally converted into orders. So without this visibility, we cannot be able to move or improve conversion rates. Okay. Same if you can see for the dealer and customer service, fragmented customer data, poor dealer communication, complaint and warranty leakage. For operations, you will face the similar one where you will see that operation, finance management, we have ERP and CRMs, but those are not connected. We have forecast inaccuracies cause like we cannot see the visibility of the pipeline demands and revenue forecast, and obviously the bottleneckness of approval. So all these things gives a very much challenges which we can cope up with the technologies that we are having. So the core challenge is not the market demand which is growing. The real challenge is where organizations are ready to respond with this demand with the speed and accuracy and the visibility or the control that they need. So this is where a digital solution layer becomes important. So this solution layer connects front office, back office, and the management teams works in a very omni channel where it converts the scattered information into a connected digital process and enables faster, smarter decision making. Having said that, you know, this is where we show the domain expertise that we have. So auto component companies are not at the same level of digital maturity. You know, the companies which is tier one, which is tier two, and tier three, all faces transformation challenge. But nature of challenge for them is different, you know. This is where the domain understanding and becomes more important. A single technology roadmap cannot work for every company. A right approach depends on where the company currently stands, whether it needs digitization, integration, or AI intelligence. So let us just move forward quickly and just see how each tier of these companies faces challenges, you know. Tier 3 company usually have strong manufacturing capabilities, but their business processes are still managed very manually. If you can see, customer inquiries may come through phone calls, emails, WhatsApps. Even they used to maintain that in registers, but quotations are prepared manually. There is no proper version control. Because of these, managements do not get a clear visibility on inquiries, what is the pipeline, what is the customer follow-ups, what is the complaint, and they lost opportunity in this particular stages. So if you can see for the tier two, you will feel that company are usually in the middle of the transition where they have already a system like ERP or some other different uh, digital system, but end-to-end process is not fully connected. RFQ, feasibility, costing, quotations, approvals, and negotiations still depends on the Excel or email. The ERP may have operational and financial data, but sales team does not have a real-time visibility into it because the CRM and ERP mostly are not connected. So key challenges, RFQ and quotation processes still depends on Excel. Costing approvals and negotiation history are not fully governed. Customer sales and program lifecycle data is scattered. ERP exists, but sales, dispatch, invoices, and finances visibilities are very disconnected. Now moving forward to tier one. So these are companies which are very digitally transformed, but now they need intelligence and automation and predictive decision making. Tier one companies have already invested into ERP, CRM, analytics, and digital platform. Their challenges is not the basic process automation which tier one and tier two need. Their challenges is how to make the business more intelligent. You know, they need predictive forecasting. They need a AI-based solution to lead the RFQ and give them a fitment score to move forward. They need a best possible action recommendation by AI. They need customer risk alerts. They need service categorizations. For tier one company, the focus is on moving from automation to intelligence. So the key challenges that we see there is like system exist, but insights are still reactive. Forecast depends on human capabilities, manual updates, and business judgment. The AI pilots are fragmented across sales, service, quality, and finances. Need next best action, which should be recommended by AI, and risk alert should be given by AI, and predictive intelligence that is needed. So the transformation roadmaps differ by maturity, whether your company falls in tier three, tier two, or tier one. This understanding comes from working across different segments of auto component industry. The right partner, the right technology, the roadmap should not be generic for everyone. It should be aligned with the company's maturity, business complexity, and the growth ambition. So the right the roadmap that you have to go ahead, it depends on what kind of maturity you are having, whether you need a digitalization, whether you need a integration, or you need a AI intelligence. Moving forward, if you can see, so after looking at the challenges across tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1, the key message is simply AI can help every company move faster, decide smarter, and serve customer better. The market does not reward only the biggest company, it rewards the company that can respond quickly, maintain visibility, and use intelligence in decision making. So the main message here is no matter whether your company is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or wherever you falls, but AI can help company improve speed, accuracy, visibility, and everything. So having said that, how we can help tier 3 company? If they do not, for tier 3 company, AI doesn't mean that they need to start with a very complex use cases. The first step is to digitalize the daily work. They can start with AI-based RFQ capture from emails and other lead sources, smart follow-up reminders, assisted quotation creation, customer history, complaint tracking, basic dashboards, and all these things. For tier two, this is very different. For tier two, the challenges are between the connection of the system. The challenges is between the integrations. They may have CRM, they may have ERP and workflows, but business decision is still depend on manual coordination. The AI can help them evaluate RFQs, suggest fitment score, support go no go decisions, and everything. Now, for tier one, obviously, the companies that focus not on the basic automations because they have already achieved those, they already have digital systems. So the next step, predictive forecasting, risk alerts, next best action, AI complaint registrations, margin pricing, intelligence. Also, what every leaders gets, the C-suite, what kind of dashboard they need to take a very informed decision, what sales head get, what plant head gets. So these all depends on which tier you are, what kind of AI evaluation you need to cope up with the market. So moving forward, now I would like to connect to the earlier discussion with a practical case. So this is an example of Pune-based tier two auto component manufacturer, where the business challenges was not only the sales tracking, but lack of end-to-end visibility across RFQs. So the company had multiple departments involved. Customer life cycle. It was a used company working with very high resources. So sales was managing RFI, engineering was handling all those feasibility studies, R&D team, and everyone. The finance was involved in costing and approvals. Management needed visibility into the quotation, negotiation, and the programs. But the customer life cycle involved many team, no? So where they were working in very fragmented and silent manner, but the process that we had tried to achieve there had given to know what other steps there was and what to map into the complete life cycle inside the CRM. So instead of treating it as a lead and opportunity kind of cycle, we had to reduce RFQ, feasibility, costing, quotations, and order and other separate activities. So we connected them into a structured digital flow. This helped the organization track every customer requirement and initial program to execute, Okay. So we created this particular AI unified digital platform where sales, R&D, and finance were connected to CRM with ERP, SAP integration, touchpoints. We created unified digital platform where sales, R&D, and finance could work on the same customer lifecycle. ERP and SAP integration, we had done another ERP-based integration. We have certified multiple had given them where they were able to take the approvals, alerts, state moments, record creations, and where automations. While keeping flexibility for real world expectations, automation key activities such as approval, notifications, test tracking, and record creation at the same time. The system was kept flexible during real business scenarios, often have expectations. These objectives was to cater the automation with control and no rigid automations that was required. Okay, so the overall impact was shifted from fragmented tracking to connected automotive system, where the program platform organization become more scalable and they have generated and more data driven without any loss of the flexibility required for the real world auto component business. Okay, now quickly we'll move to the product demonstration. So here we will discuss the challenges, maturity levels, and case study. I'll move to the product demonstration where the product will uh, give you the real-time scenarios where this demo will show how CRM, automation, and AI approval and visibility can work together to create a connected automotive business platform. So moving forward through this demo, we'll see how an organization can move from fragmented working to a connected AI-enabled workflow. This final outcome is faster in decision making, stronger collaboration, and better governance, and improved customer outcome. So let us quickly jump into the demonstration. Okay, so we will quickly move into some of the scenarios where we'll see how this product and this demonstration can help out each and everyone. Uh, okay, so this is the first interface. This is the dashboard. So we will divide this section into two or three of these particular segments, where the first one will be the dashboards and the activities, which will be falling into my work section. Then we'll move forward and see how customer management is used to be done in this particular setup, like how we used to maintain the accounts and contacts data, which also the accounts, particular the accounts data is referred to the organization, business, and the company that we work with. And then the contacts work with the individual personalities or the customer that we are having from that particular organization. We can have those data from there. Okay. So now moving forward, we are having lead and opportunities. which covers the most section of the sales process life cycle. Then we have other processes where we will maintain the program lifecycle management. Then we'll quickly show you one another instance where we'll show you how this system can um, take care of the case management and other activities. Then we will have move forward with other services and how we can do vendor and distributor management. Okay, so now moving forward, we'll just see a particular demonstration where we'll try to provide you an information where we'll see how whenever you get a particular lead into your email inbox or from any other sources, these particular inboxes or emails are pretty much connected with the co-pilot that we are having. So these co-pilot used to have all those informations that will sit around. Okay, these particular the co-pilot will sit around into your email body or into your particular source of lead. Let's suppose if you are having a particular website contact us form, if you are having WhatsApp integration, if you are going ahead with an email to lead functionality. So all these things will have all these triggers which will be sitting around with the Copilot Studio in your particular yeah, in your particular the lead source, and then you will have all this information. So we don't want to go ahead with the real time scenarios. We just want to provide you, let's suppose a lead has come into your email which is having a source requirement which is given by a particular customer. So it detects the email whenever it arrives from your uh, Outlook, from your Gmail, or whichever service you use. This particular used to check all those attachments that you are having and used to provide all those information that is required to move forward with the AI thing. Okay, so it used to check all these informations which is there into the source requirement document, which is there into the RFP document, and it checks all this information and provide you a particular scenario what are required to move ahead with this, you know. So we'll quickly see how this works in CM. Okay, so this is a particular lead which has come from email. So based on that, all those informations that was there into that particular email has been captured. You will have AI-based resolutions, which will give you or guide you based on what kind of lead quality it is, what kind of manufacturing intelligence it can provide you, what is the executive engagement timelines that it can provide you, what are the AI-based sales recommendation it can give you, and what are the strategic status that is there, you know. And all this information, all those informations which are already present, if it is an existing customer, all those information regarding that customer will be here, and all those informations which is pre-populated or need to be taken care by the AI will get automatically populated here in this particular one. Okay, maybe moving forward, this particular AI fitment give you a fitment score. Okay, so if you can see for this lead, we are getting a fitness score of 90. Why we are getting a fitment score of 90? Because this used to analyze different parameters, and these parameters are based on whatever the information that was provided from the customer side, and whatever the information if it sees that which horizon it falls into. If there is a lead or there is a recurring lead from one OEM which provides us the information, and if we have worked before with that particular OEM, and if they gives a benchmark product, let's suppose if they want to go ahead with a 125cc oil pump engine, and we have already did some 100cc oil pump with them, they will provide us the benchmark product, and this particular AI can directly recognize the particular oil pump from our particular system and attach it here. Moving forward, it will give you a fitment score based on the whatever the parameters we will provide you. Okay. Now, for easement of the R&D team, this particular one gives you a preview. So this is the particular SOR, the source of requirement, which was provided from the particular OEM. It have all the understanding, it have all the particular information that is comes under this new requirement, which has been come from the OEM life cycle. Okay, so they have given all the requirement that is required to prepare this particular product. So if you can see, there are other informations. If you can see what is the purpose, if there are some other benchmark product which was there, what is the vehicle information, okay, what is the component details, what is the performance requirement, and all those informations which is required for this one. Okay, then moving forward, it recognizes the benchmark product and it search against our product master, and it gives you information that this is the fitment and this is the particular product what we have developed for them before. Okay, so if you can see, it gives you the details, like what is the part and BOM details was we had given to that particular product which was done before, what was the purchase part, BO parts, and other tool die cost was given. Then moving forward, what was the part and manufacturing process we had given, what are the other informations, like what was the assembly process and what was the cost required for this one. So what this suggests, it gives a particular edge to our R&D team. Then they can uh, directly move forward and they can have this information, they can compare this information, whether what is the new source of requirement has come from this OEM, and if we have done some previous manufacturing for this one which is similar or which have a benchmark product, then these informations can be hand to hand given to the particular R&D team, and they can analyze this, which will help them create a feasibility study report as fast as they can. Okay, moving forward, if you can see, we have a file section as well. This file section used to get attached with the SharePoint, where we can have the information, and we can have other documents if required, and all those informations if required that can be stored there in this one. Okay, if you can see in the upper section of this particular CRM, these are called business process stages. These are according to the particular business process, what you have or what other particular company is required. These all information that we can see in this particular CRM is highly configurable based on the requirement that you are having. Okay, so for this particular instance, we have created where this when this particular lead comes, the CAM or the key account manager can send this for approval to the marketing head. The marketing head will analyze all this information. They also get a lazy approval system, which is they can approve or reject this particular lead from their email as well. So in that particular case, we used to have a lazy approval system where this particular system will uh, create an automated email and will send to the particular business market head, who will have all those gist of this particular lead and can go ahead and approve this particular one. Okay, moving forward, once the marketing head has approved this particular lead, it will ask you whether the NDA signature is required or not. If you say that yes, an NDA signature is required, then it will ask you to upload the document of the NDA that has been done. Once all this information are done and you have captured all those which is required to capture the lead and all these things, then you can move forward and qualify this lead. Once you qualify this lead, it will jump directly into the opportunity section, where it will give you all those pre-built information that was there into the lead. You will get all those information into the opportunity, and here you can move ahead with other things. So if you can see, there is one more section where the sales team provide the initial feasibility study report, in which the R&D team have to work. So all this information can be provided. If you have integration to other systems like PLM and all, you can go ahead and you can have that integration. You can directly send this IFSR and create this IFSR from PLM. You can get this number and everything to be created from that system. So it is a very integrated system where you can have an integration with PLM or other different program like cycle management uh, kind of application, and you can have a seamless integration with that. Having said that, moving forward, then the feasibility study report will be created by R&D team. where the product details, purchase, tool die, manufacturing, assembly process. So whatever your processes are will be taken care. All these information that you can see in this screen are highly customizable and can be made based on whatever the requirement you are having. Okay. Then moving forward, this AI-enabled system helps you to directly create a pre-code and code in your format, and you can directly have these information where this particular one will be created and you can move forward with this. Okay, so now all those information which we had in the FSR will directly fetched by one button. If you click on create pre-code equals to yes, all this information will come here. All this based on this information, a pre-code will be generated in whichever format you have. We have just have a test environment and we can. Okay, so these kind of pre-code will be created, okay, which have all these information, which will divide it into different sections. So this is a test based on the particular created for this one. Based on your requirement, these formats, these everything can be created. Okay. So whatever the cost, whatever the forwarding cost, what is the in-house cost, if you have any benchmark product, whatever the risk assessments, additional capex, whatever the pre-code sheet you need. These kind of pre-code sheet can be created and can be sent for email approval. Okay. Based on this pre-code sheet, there is another department where we have a summary sheet which can be created. These summary sheet can be created based on the information that is required. It will auto calculate all those information that required to do and can be generated in this one. Okay. So if you can see all those informations based on whatever format you are having, based on complex calculations that is required, that can be done and be created into whatever the format you are having. Okay. Moving forward, if you can see, there are approval cycle before you move forward to submit this quotation to the customer. You can have your approval cycles. Here we have marketing head, business unit head, CEO, CFO, and MD. So once the last signatory will approve this, this can be created into a quotation in whichever template you want, you know. So if you can see, there are different kind of templates that can be created. It can be created in different sizes, different kind of formats. So whatever kind of quotation that you are having, whatever template you are having, it can be created on that. And it can carry all those informations that is required. Okay, you can directly send it to customer from here only. Okay. If you want to download it and then move forward, then directly you can download it and play it around. Okay. You can directly have this kind of quotation and you can send it here. Okay. So whatever your quotation template that can be satisfied with this here. Okay. Moving forward, all those particular stages, once you have created the quotation, you want to submit it to the client. You can submit to the client. Moving forward, if client gives you any kind of negotiation on counter offer, you can have another segment where you can have connected with all those counter offers and all those negotiations that is required. Okay, and you can have another approval cycle here and you can move forward. And once you are submitted this and you are done with the negotiations, you can wait for the LOI and PO. Once the LOI and PO has been received, you can move forward to your program management cycle. So there is another section which talks about the CNPA or the commercial new productive development reports, which used to capture all those information which is required for the program lifecycle. If you can see the SOP volumes, SOP capacity, and all those information, the development, whatever the development needs you want, whatever the commercial data you want to have, what is the BOM cost, settle price cost, okay, all those information that you need, what are the FSR investment cost. Okay, then the most important challenge, that is the hedging concept. Any kind of RM variations, any kind of hedging based on whichever index you have, whatever material you have, whatever raw material cycle, whatever index, MMR, CM, whichever you follow, that hedging can be taken care of. Okay, moving forward, you have another section where you can have your tooling design and development. Another section is there where you can have your special terms, whether what is needed for assembly line fixtures, tools, and all these things. Based on that, a CNPDR report can be generated in whichever format you require, which will have all those data that is required to capture and yeah. So all those informations that you require, management of plant, what is the SOP productions, what are the other test cases, what are the other hedging parts, tooling design. So based on whatever format you are having or whatever the business requirement you are having can be taken care of. Okay. Moving forward, this also comes with a approval cycle where you have an approval for key account manager. If key account manager approves, then it move forward to the marketing head, then it move forward to the business head, then it move forward to CEO. Whatever the particular cycle you are having, it can move forward. Based on that, if this CNPDR has been approved, it directly connects this particular thing to the RM tracker and the tooling tracker that you are having. So directly it can move forward. You can have different kind of tooling instances, whether it is upfront, whether it is amortized, whether it is upfront plus amortized. All those things can be taken care of in this system, and it can auto calculate the tooling trackers and other informations that you are having. Okay, so any kind of format that you are having for tooling tracker and all those things can be done. Okay, moving forward in a similar fashion, you can have your RM trackers and all. Then moving forward, if you have any kind of GVA which needs to be submitted to the customer, that can be done. You can have your own GVA cycles. If you can have own GVA format which can be created. So all those informations can be taken care and all those informations can be done. So whatever the hedging you are having, whatever the gross value additions you are having, whatever the supplementary invoice you are having, those retrospective data, credit note, debit note, and supplementary invoices can also be taken care of in this system. If you have a end of plan or the actual phase out plan where you want to provide information to your plant head that we are moving forward actual phase out, they can plan their inventories as well, and all those things, all those informations can be taken care of. Okay, also based on that, whatever kind of ASP MSP report you want, whatever kind of uh, actual sales plan, monthly sales plan, and what is your actual revenue out of those. All these things can be taken care of. This model has been divided into two of the six particular one, where we have a sales and another we have the education, the particular execution of the program life cycle. Also, you can have different material indexes where you can have your own material information, where you have your own forex indexes and all these things. Okay, so all this information can be taken care of. And then when we talk about dashboards and reports, so CRM comes, the D365 Microsoft CRM comes with its own activity dashboards, but also we can move forward and we can have different kind of Power BI reports as well. If you want to have highly analytical reports like your model-wise report, the ASP to MSP, and other actual phase-out plan reports, that can be done. If you can see, these are the sample reports. These are done for the inquiry status timeline. These are based on the stages and the status of each and every inquiry. Different kind of reports like what is the actual annual recurring revenues versus what is the periods and all. And then moving forward, we have different kind of revenues where we can see what is the sales conversion and everything. Okay. After that, I'll get back into the slide and then we can move forward with this. Having said that, one more thing that we want to focus is this particular cases where you can have different kind of case management. Whenever a complaint is been registered to your email or something, it can directly move forward and have this particular analysis where you can have all this corrective and preventive analysis. The case can register itself, and it can assign an investigator, and it can have those corrective and preventive actions that can be done. Okay, so we'll get back into the slide and we can move forward with that. Okay, we'll move forward to where we had left. Okay, so what has been changed after implementation of these kind of particular system to the tier 2 based OEM that we were talking about. So after implementation of this kind of changes, it is not limited to the system use. The real impact is visible on how the organization responds, how the customer manages. So basically, CRM plus AI automation will help the company to move from a scattered manual process to a connected, governed, and data-driven operating model, where the faster RFQ, RFI turnaround can be seen, AI-driven fitment and decision support can be seen. Automated quotation and approval governance can be seen. Complex automotive costing automations can be seen. RPA-based GRN capture from customer portals can be seen. Improved forecast accuracy and all those business impacts. So the overall business impact is faster OEM response, reduced manual effort, strong pricing and governance, better margin control, faster supplementary invoicing, and all those informations can be seen. Okay, now we can directly move into the Q&A session if anyone have.
Okay, let's now, if you guys are having any questions, anything you wanted to ask or you wanted to understand, please go ahead and ask your question. You can ask it or you can type it into the chat section or Q&A section. So we will
Okay,
try to get answer.
correct. I have seen one query from Alok. I think he want to understand about the cost and delivery timeline of this kind of project, right, Alok?
Right. So, Mr. Alok, so it depends on whenever we get to know and we will connect with you and we will understand whatever your queries or whatever your requirement is, because right
I
now
think
we have
Alok have
demonstrated.
some question. He has
Sorry.
raised his hand. I think Alok have raised his hand. He has some question.
Oh,
Yeah, Alok.
Ankur, the setting is on mute. So everybody, all the audiences are mute. So they will write their questions and you can answer their questions.
okay. So, Mr. Alok, we will maybe our team will connect with you and discuss on further. But it completely depend on what is your requirement, and based on that we will give you that details.
Correct. So Alok, what we can have, Aarti, you can have a connection with Alok, where we can have a problem statement of yours and what is the requirement of yours, Alok, and we can move ahead with the proper stages and plans that we have, and definitely someone from our side will connect you for this, and we can directly have a conversation on this one. I hope I answered your question, Alok.
Yes, we got thumbs up from
Thank you.
Alok.
Yeah. Any other question? We welcome.
Okay, Ankur, keeping the time in mind, I'm a little conscious about it. So we'll introduce quickly Mr. Nishant, our customer, who is kind enough to come on this in this session and to share his experience. Over to you, Mr. Nishant. We will appreciate if you can share your experience with our audiences, how the solution has worked for your organization and for your business.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nishant.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah. So, hi, Zelite team. How are you doing?
All good, all good. Thanks.
we are
How are
doing great,
you?
Nishant. Thanks for asking. How are
Okay.
you?
Okay. I'm also doing good. So, first, let me introduce myself. I'm Nishant Vanjari, working as a capacity of General Manager Marketing for two-wheeler business unit at Advic Pune. So, about Zelite experience and CRM experience, I would like to give just short points over it. Very recently, we have inducted the CRM from Zelite team. It's I think so it's a Microsoft 365 product, and we have started using this tool in our organization. We have a team of almost 15 people in marketing spread across the country, and all team member has been started using this CRM portal. First of all, it is very user friendly, and my all team member are using it right now. Lot of manual process which we were doing previously in Excel as well as in document, then sign off, physical sign off, and document it for years and years. So that all work is now eliminated. We are doing everything now in the portal or into the CRM. All kind of signatures is also not required. There is auto signature till my MD level, and window time is given of 3 hours of approval to the senior leadership team. So if as a marketing we submit any document for management approval within a day we get approval, or it moves directly to the management within a day and we get the resolution. As well as customer quotation process was also manual previously. Now, as we all know, customer quotation means we need to take internal approval, and then after taking internal approval, we have to submit quotation to customer. Everything now this goes through the CRM portal, and it we are forcing that it is very fast process. Suppose if we take previous time of X days to submit a quotation to customer after taking approval from my management, now I could say at initial period we are reducing at least 6 days of timeline now. Although we are new into the system, we are learning the process, but 6 days is a remarkable timeline which is reduced in quotation submission. This is second thing. Third thing is that as a marketing, we are always at remote location at different places at customer. So we are not there in office to take all this approval. So with the system, we are now taking approval instantly, and we are getting these replies from our management also instantly. So overall, if I summarize, this is making our life easy. Of course, to make this process fast in our system, we require Zelite team support, which we got. Specifically, I would like to thanks the team member Ankur. He was physically presented at Advic. He was stationed at Advic for so many months, and he has given complete training to Advic team member. Sometime we started calling him as Advic team member because we were so fond of working with him, and he got to know all our processes instantly, and he has customized the he has, along with his team, he has customized the CRM portal the way we require. I mean to say, our system is very stringent in our own terms. So they understood our requirement and they have customized portal in our way which we wanted. And even though after installing or implementing the go live process, they are also open to discuss few of the point which we wanted to consider, and it happened. So that's all from my side.
Perfect. Thank you so much. As we wrap up, I hope the session provided a clear perspective on how Dynamic 365 CRM can act as a strategic enabler, not just as a technology platform, but as a driver of customer centric growth, operational visibility, and long-term value creation within the automotive system. A special thank you to you, Advik team, our customer, for sharing your journey, your experience. Reinforces an
Thank you.
important point that when the right solution is aligned with business priorities, it delivers measurable outcomes, not just incremental improvements. And to my audience, if you are evaluating how to strengthen your customer engagement strategy and drive greater efficiency across your operations, we would welcome the opportunity to engage further. All the coordinates have been shared in the chat box. Please feel free to call us or to write, just drop an email, and our sales team will get back to you. Thank you so much again for your time. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for
Thank
joining.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.